Good morning, boys. Welcome to the biology class. And here I am with you, AD sir, lecturer in biology, St. Gregory's High School and College. I hope you have enjoyed a very wonderful holiday during Durga Puja vacation. And before the vacation, we have started chapter 10, coordination. We'll continue this chapter today. And today we're going to discuss the two new topics, photoperiod, or you may call photoperiodism, and phototropism. These are the two topics we are going to discuss today. So let's start our discuss. Actually, there are several factors that directly affect on plant growth, such as temperature, phytohormone, day length, or the presence of light, gravitation. So these are the factors plant depends on how will they grow, when will they flower. Okay, when the flowering will occur, when will they grow much. Okay, these are the topics, or these are the factors plant depends on. Among them, today we are going to discuss about the day length section of that is more important among those factors, and that is photoperiod. Photoperiodism is a regulation of physiology or development in response to day length. Photoperiodism allows some plant species to flower, switch to reproductive mode only at certain times of the year. In photoperiodism, flowering and other developmental processes are regulated in response to the photoperiod or day length. So, photoperiodism basically there are some types of plants, they require particular day or night lengths in order to flower, that is to transition to the reproductive phase of their life cycle. Okay, so on the basis of the rhythm of light and dark in plants, plants are divided into three categories: short day plant, long day plant, and day neutral plant. So, how do they work? How could we, how can a plant actually measure how much the day length they require? Actually, plants may actually be measuring the length of the night or the day length. That is, it can be the length of the period of continuous darkness, or not the length of the period of continuous light. That determines whether whether or not the plant flowers. Okay. Actually, it's a very difficult question to answer, that how they determine how much day length or night length they could have. It's a uh, very interesting question that biologists are questioning themselves from a long time ago. Okay, but there's something in the plant body that we may say body clock, or that light cues from its environment. Okay, only when the light cues and the body clock line up in the right way will the plant flower. Okay, So that's how they decide or they determine how much of day length or how much of light they need or how much of night length they need. Okay. Usually, a short day plant usually they required for 8 to 12 hours of day length to flowering for flowering. Or a long day plant they required of 12 to 16 hours for flowering. But for a day neutral plant, they uh, just photoperiod has no role on flowering. They could flower anytime. It doesn't matter how much day length they're getting. Short day plants flower when day length is below a certain threshold, while long day plants flower when day length is above a certain threshold. In many plants, photoperiodism is controlled by the overlap between the day length cue and the plant's internal circadian rhythms that I discussed or that I told you before. So that is all about photoperiod. Uh, I tried my best to describe it to you. Still, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So let's jump to our next topic, that is phototropism. So what is phototropism? One important light response in plants is phototropism, which involves growth toward or away from a light source. Positive phototropism is growth towards the light source, and negative phototropism is growth away from the light. I've given two different diagrams that you can see in the screen on the right side of the screen. Okay. Shoots or above ground parts of the plants generally display positive phototropism. That means they bend toward the light. That you can see on the right side of your screen. Okay. That when that shoot is getting the light from its uh, left side, you may call on your left side, it is bending on towards the light. But when you are blocking that shoot by using a light blocking cap, that is not bending. You can see that here. That is not bending. That means it is a very important example for us, or that shows us that that shoot is only that will only bend when or where they're getting light. Okay, when it is getting light, and from where they are getting light, it will bend only through that direction, not somewhere else. Shoots or above ground parts of the plant generally display positive tropism, phototropism. Okay, they bend toward the light. This response helps the green parts of the plant get closer to a source of light energy, which can be used for photosynthesis. It's very simple to understand that we know plant leaves, they're very useful as they always trying to do photosynthesis or trying to make food for a plant. Okay, and that when they're trying to make food for themselves by photosynthesis, they need more light energy, more sunlight. Okay, they need more carbon dioxide. The direction they are getting from the more light or more sunlight, they will bend toward that direction. It's a very simple equation. You could easily understand that. But on the other hand, when your roots getting the light, okay, suppose your roots is getting the light, it will go the opposite direction of the light, it will grow opposite direction of the light. That means roots doesn't have any attraction towards the light, they won't bend bends towards the light. Okay, they go the opposite direction of the light. Okay, so that is called negative phototropism. I hope you have understood that. That was I was trying to discuss, or I was trying to describe here. Okay, so it's a very easy topic, I think. Still, if you have any question, if you have any confusion, please ask. I always say, please ask. Don't store your questions, otherwise it will create a mountain of questions. Okay, so ask your question, solve it, and go ahead. So that was the class for today. Thank you for thank you guys for doing the class, and please take a note of this class as soon as possible and submit it in the comment box of Facebook. So stay safe, stay home. Saying again, if you want to go outside, please wear a mask. Okay, boys, thank you very much. Stay well, stay happy. Always try to have a smile on your face. That looks good. Thank you. Bye.